My name is Aoife Fisher. Today I will be talking about a project I recently did about roadside safety in the college area of San Diego, more specifically about the safety of cycling and biking around college area in San Diego and how it disproportionately affects those in lower income brackets and how we as a community can work together to improve bike safety and reduce bike collision related injuries and fatalities. So what I will start by doing is I will start by sharing my screen and sharing a website that I made regarding this issue at hand. So I would like to start by saying that almost 800 bike accidents occur within San Diego County annually, and there's 10 deaths annually on average because of cycling related incidents. And on average, the cyclists are only at fault 1.3% of the time. So 98.7% of the time, it's the fault of the driver. So it says a lot, not about cyclist safety, but about driver safety. So we'll start by going to our case study. So San Diego recently committed to Vision Zero, which is a Swedish-based organization whose goal is to reduce cycling-related collisions to zero fatalities each year. Though San Diego is committed to this goal, they're not doing as much as possible to work towards this goal. There's a couple cities actually that were able to achieve this goal. Um, in Helsinki right now, it's been 13 months without a fatality related to a biking incident. And what they've did is um, decreased average road speeds from 50 kilometers per hour to 30 kilometers per hour and increased bike lane sizes. And in Jersey City, they had multiple 12-month periods where they had zero fatalities a year. And they did this by taking narrow two lane streets that also were supposed to be shared with bikes and turning into them one-way roads with a separate section for bikes. So that way, yes, it's a one way, but one ways can be designed to ease the flow of traffic. And also, with this measure, they it led to like a decrease in fatality. So, so that is what we're looking at. We're looking at how we can achieve the goal of zero fatalities a year and decreased injury rates due to bike collisions. Where we're focusing on the SDSU college area specifically. I chose this area not because I used to be a student at San Diego State in person. And for the first 2 years of university, I was not able to afford a car, so I biked everywhere. And I know firsthand just how dangerous the bike routes are, just how narrow the bike lanes are, just how easy it is to get in a collision if not extremely cautious. And I know this disproportionately affects those in lower income brackets, not only because the statistics say so, but because logically, if you're not able to afford a car and you need to bike, and cyclists are 1.18 times more likely to get in an accident that causes a fatality than drivers, then it also makes sense that it is inequitable for those who are not able to afford a vehicle to be at a higher risk of injury or death. So that also goes along with Sustainable Development Goal number 10, which is equity. Um, so the information we're looking at takes as data collected from 2009 and to 2024 and extracted from the SANDAG website, so their public data portal of San Diego. Um, who it's affecting, as I said earlier, the all those that live in the college area, all residents, specifically those who use alternative modes of transportation to get to campus. Why? I'm looking at this because I'm going to stop using that word. It unfairly affects those who are unable to afford more advanced modes of transportation. And how? So what I did is I extracted data from the SANDAG website, which contains all collisions that happened across San Diego County in the past 15 years. Then there's more information about this on my website in the methodology section. But I used Python to decipher statistics from bicycle incidents in the college area that included collision locations, collision causes, and more info. And then I compared these to statewide and international statistics, and I pulled statistics from cities that are effective at reducing their collision rates, and I compared what they're doing to what we're doing and how the city of San Diego can improve it. So I will let you go over the statistics on your own, but what I will say is how we can make a change, how we can convince our government to make a change. So we need a bike safety campaign that highlights how cyclists can be safer, how drivers can be more attentive to cyclists, how cyclist fatalities can be reduced, um, which routes have the most bike car separation and are safest for cyclists. There needs to be more laws enacted to promote drivers to respect cyclists right away. San Diego needs to implement more sobriety checks within the college area. San Diego needs to take out of cities who have had 0 fatalities annually. Um, San Diego needs to enact wider bike lanes that are from um, separate from regular car lanes. And how we can do this is written here. So if you see a roadside safety issue, report it. You can report it to this website here. Contact the city and encourage the growth of the capital improvements transportations project budget, which is the budget that is allocated to this project. You can do so by commenting on the city council agenda or going to city council meetings or by calling your mayor and district council members to call. Always drive carefully, check your blind spots before turning, respect the rules of the road, rights of way, always drive sober. Encourage your city council to lower speed limits on pedestrian heavy roads and attend city council meetings and highlight the need for these changes and learn basic first aid skills and keep an emergency first aid kit in the back of your car. And always, always, always use statistics provided from this website and other sources to back your argument when contacting government officials about this change. And all these statistics and analysis can be found right here in my statistics and collisions area. The other thing I'll go over is a dashboard really quickly. So what this looks like, what this is it's a dashboard about collisions within the college area. So this is a map and you can look at specific collisions and when you that happen and you can see where they happen, what interact, like what streets they happened at. And then you can also click on it and get more information about the time that it happened, the date that it happened, where it happened, the intersection it happened at, and all of that. Um, Here you can see the type of accident and what caused it. So the main type of accident is a broadside collision, which is basically it's a fancy word for T-bone, which means that the biker or the driver was not in the right of way. This is bicycle collisions by city across the county, and you can see almost 50% are within the city of San Diego. 61 bicyclists have been killed in collisions over the past 15 years in the college area alone. This is the days of the week versus collision rates. Here is individual cases you can look at, and here is the legend. So feel free to explore this more. There's so much to learn about with this project that I created and more. Thank you.